is going on, folks? Sean, the average angler, and we have another rod review today. And today is kind of the specialty realm, and this is a sweetheart of a rod. Okay, not the cheapest specialty rod. This is a swim bait rod that I bought back in April, and this is about the time that I learned that with swim baits it really makes a difference. Okay, and I've got quite a few swim bait rods, don't get me wrong, 6, 7 of them or something, but this one I really stepped it up. This is a Leviathan Omega Swim, and this thing is built to the hilt. Okay, super strong guides, nice long padded rod butt. You see, fits under the arm nicely. I got it paired with a Tatula 300 6.3. Let me turn this around for you. 6.3 to 1 Tatula 300, and I got 20-pound test on it. Now, the difference I'm talking about is not just in fighting the fish, and I got this for treble hook baits, folks. It's in casting the bait. This rod loads so well. I'm gonna try and push back here so you can kind of see it. If I can step on the line here, there we go. I need to step lower. All right, there we go. All right. I got one hand on the rod, okay? Now I'll put a second one on. This rod loads really well. So the advantage to that is much better casting without a lot of effort. In the fighting the fish, the rod takes up a lot of the fight, okay? It bends really well so the fish can eat, surge, get the bait in its mouth. It can surge and pull, and you still have a ton of backbone down through the midsection to fight that fish. This thing is a pleasure to cast, okay? Very, very comfortable. My hand fits in the rod seat really, really well. The craftsmanship here is nice. But the main thing is, really, it's so nice to fish with this rod. It's a pleasure to get out there and throw some of those bigger baits, okay? 250 slide swimmer. I've got some Hinkles. That's kind of pushing a little bit, but this rod can handle the extra weight pretty well. The canines. I got some the Gan Crafts, and this does pretty well with the lighter baits too. The range on this is an 8-foot heavy, 2 to 6 ounce, 12 to 30 pound, and I believe it handles all those very well. The 2 ounce, I have other rods I'll throw a 2 ounce on, unless I'm really dialed in some giant fish and I need the rod to fight them, then I might throw this. But otherwise, I'm going to throw my KGB swim bait rod. That honestly wasn't a whole lot less than this. This rod is about 400 bucks. But you'll see right there, made in America, okay? Leviathan is in Texas. Small company, very well made, great warranty. Shipping wasn't the best. It took way too long to get here, and that was before I realized that I could order this from Tackle Warehouse and I could have had it in 2 days. So be forewarned, you can order this from Tackle Warehouse. There's several shops in Texas that have it. I haven't dealt with them, but I know they have it. So you can get these from various places, maybe even close to you. You can go down and pick it up. You can check them out, because Leviathan has a whole bunch of different series of rods. They're swim bait rods. If you love fishing swim baits, this is worth having, okay? I know there's a lot of rods out there you can throw swim baits with. We all know the Fury by Dobbins is a popular one. Powell has similar models. St. Croix has some models that are down in the lower price ranges, and those work fine until you pick one of these Leviathans up and start throwing the Leviathan, and then you start to realize that there is a difference and how much easier it is to throw with a dedicated swim bait rod that was designed for those baits. iRod has quite a few really good swim bait rods too, if you're looking in the budget range, that were specifically made for fishing swim baits. I, for years, fished those rods that weren't specifically made for it, but would handle it. The action on this is a moderate fast, so it has a deep bend down the rod, right? It's 8 foot, but you have a long butt handle here. So it's not too much to manage. This is what I'm gonna say. I started fishing the Huds when they first came out. We didn't have specialty rods back then. We threw our Huds on a flipping stick. Rods and reels have come a long, long ways, folks. If you're going to spend time fishing these big baits, get yourself some specialty equipment. You'll thank me later. It's worth it. Sean the Average Angler, the Leviathan is an awesome rod. Check them out. If you're blessed with a shop close by where you can go put your hands on them before you buy, all the better. I'm not saying this is the only great swim bait rod. There's a lot of them out there, folks. But this one is definitely one I can say I'm really enjoying this rod, okay? I believe it puts a few more fish in the boat, doesn't cause me as much strain casting those big heavy baits. Very simple to cast the baits with this. Go watch the Homeless Fisherman. He's fishing this rod. Watch how far he's casting, okay? And he's sitting on a paddleboard, for Christ's sake, throwing those baits. The rod makes a difference. So does the reel. Check them out. You'll thank me later. Sean the Average Angler. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.